big dreams, I'ma do big things. Yeah, you see me on the big screen looking so clean. I don't move slow, I move fast right past.
What's going on, guys? Samix Plays here, and the First Descendant just dropped their most recent patch. This patch is going to contain stuff like the new external component core system, which is basically just going to give you a lot more survivability. They also added like a challenge mode and void intercept battles, as well as there is going to be like a new daily login bonus events, and they also extended the last event by a week. They also issued an apology to players regarding the content cycle. If you didn't know, we are not going to be getting a new battle pass or anything of that nature. They have confirmed that the new battle pass will not be coming until season 3. A lot of players were speculating that we were going to get like a new pass once this update drops, since if you looked at the old battle pass, it said like 3 days remaining, right? So people were kind of hoping that they'd have like new stuff to get. So the devs issued an apology and basically are just giving out a bunch of free goodies. They did also update a lot of UI stuff. So for example, let me go ahead and switch in game here. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So as you can see here, they just kind of updated the look, you know, kind of added a yellowish orange background on the weapons and all that good stuff, just to kind of show that, you know, it's like a legendary weapon. And then it no longer has that like glowing effect if you have a core inside of it. Now it's this thing like under here, right here. This shows that you're going to have a core in your weapon, as well as if you go and look at your Descendant, they also changed the way some stuff looks right here. So I can see like my arcade tuning and all that good stuff. So, you know, I guess that's kind of cool. I can see what characters I need to work on. Am I gonna max all these out? No, probably not. I'm kind of burnt out of Sigma Sector, I'm not gonna lie. But speaking of Sigma Sector, guess where you can get the new cores for your external components? That is right. Let me go ahead and show you over here. But there is some good news. You can also get it from 400% dungeons, which I will show you in a second. But if I go here, you'll see that they've added this now. So you'll get these, you know, recovery, defense cores, and those are what's going to be used to put in your external components. And as I said, you can also get it from the 400% dungeons, thank God, because if everything was locked behind Sigma Sector again, I think I can't take it, man. I can't take it. But, you know, if I go over here, look at my dailies and, or sorry, not dailies. If I look at the 400% dungeons, here you go. They're right here, right? So they're at least spreading it around a little bit, which is good. I think people are extremely burnt out of Sigma Sector, and this is why you don't lock all your content behind one activity throughout the entire season. They really need to get away from that, and if it's like that in season 3, I'm gonna be pissed, just straight up. Like, I'm really hoping Axion brings a lot of variety and you know, just we kind of get something different besides just like go zone in this area, and then, you know, whenever we get an update in the season, it's like, all right, well, you're going to keep doing this for the next 6 months, right? So hopefully they move away from that in season 3. I think they will. I'm pretty sure the devs already know. Like literally the reason they put it in the 400% dungeons was because people were complaining that they were just like so sick of Sigma Sector. So the devs during the live stream were like, look, we're not just putting it in Sigma Sector, we'll put it in 400% dungeons, which they did. So that's good. And you can also, like, you know, if you don't mind running Sigma Sector and you still have like arcade tuning to do and things like that, like it's really not that bad, because you are like multi-farming, right? You're getting the new external cores, you're leveling your arcade tuning board, and you're getting the mutant cells. So in that sense, it's like worth it. But like if you don't care about maxing every character, then yeah, you'll probably want to stick to 400% dungeons to farm the cores. That's probably what I'll do, you know, because we do also have a login event over here. A lot of login events, by the way. So this is the Burning Summer Training. So you're going to get some goodies here, and then, you know, they're going to give you some cosmetics, they'll give you catalysts, you know, all that good stuff. They extended this by a week, as you guys can see. It's actually good they extended it a week, because I was kind of bummed that I wasn't going to be able to reach day 28, because I just haven't been playing that much. I've been playing the new PoE League, as well as like Wuthering Waves, Honkai Star Rail, and all that stuff. But yeah, they have a another mission here, or, you know, just kind of training, I guess, and then it gives you like a lot of gold. And then this is going to be the big login bonus, so they are actually going to be giving you a lot of rewards, and all you have to do to get them is log in. So they are trying to get people like just, you know, at the very least logging in each day to claim these rewards. It is a very long login event, so you can like see down here, this isn't it right here, right? Like we have all of these rewards right here. You got emotes, pretty much like everything. This kind of like, the way I look at it is this is kind of like replacing the battle pass. Would it have been cool to get a new battle pass? 100%. I am a big believer in battle passes because it makes me want to play the game more, because I'm like, oh, I have stuff I need to unlock, right? But I mean, this is free, you know what I mean? So I'll take it, right? All I have to do is log in, even if I don't feel like playing that day. Log in for 10 seconds and then log out. I get what I want, right? So, but anyways, so yeah, you're gonna get all these, and then at the end of it, you are going to get the Twisted Warship skin for Ines. Keep in mind you are going to have to log in for 42 days, and you have 14 extra days here. Not too much leeway there, but a good thing about it is they did like add a way to, if you miss a couple days, you can kind of like, they added a catch-up mechanic, so you should be okay as long as you're able to log in, you know, some days. But I mean, there's some cool stuff in here, like, you know, I thought this Nizestra's Devotion skin was pretty cool and stuff like that. They definitely need to add a way for me to like actually view stuff, like why is there not a like view the emote? Why can I not see what it looks like from this screen? It just kind of doesn't make sense to me, but that's like a minor thing. But I'm just, you know, it would be cool if I could view it. Like I went to Ines's Descendant customized screen and I did not see this skin in there, so I can't really view it. I'm, again, not a big deal, but I mean, if we're working on quality of life, I feel like that one's kind of like a no-brainer. But yeah, basically we're just getting a bunch of login events and quality of life updates. We're not getting like new content really. I mean, as I said, you have the Void Intercept Abyss challenge. The first time you clear it, you're going to get a shit ton of cores. That way you can miss your rolls and be depressed. You'll also get the 600 vouchers. This one's gonna be like way harder than the last one. I personally haven't tried it. I'm not, I mean, like, dude, I like the boss fights are okay, man, but it's not something I get excited for. I'm not like, oh, I really want to go down this new boss. Like, you know, it's just a souped up version. Apparently it has new mechanics. I think they said they didn't want to just add HP and make it more tanky. They actually wanted it to feel different. I don't know, I could be speaking out of my ass, but I'm pretty sure I remember them saying that. So if you're into the boss fights, you can definitely go and do that, get some cores and all that good stuff if you have a good enough build. I'll go ahead and show you guys the new core system. They added They said they added NPCs. It's not really NPCs. It's more just kind of like they split everything up over here. So previously, you know, you would come over here and then you would just kind of look like this list would be super long, right? It would have all of your options. So now it's split up. So you're not going to just go here for everything. You go over here and then you'll see, you know, weapon, external, craft, and then, you know, all that good stuff. And then here's the reactor stuff over here, and then, you know, you can upgrade your externals, all that good stuff. But to do the core on your external components, you would just go here. This is kind of nice because it's all in one place, right? Like, okay, these are where the core placements and my weapons and externals. So again, we're just like, it is some quality of life. So yeah, I mean, it's good, right? Like, sure, I haven't farmed any of the cores yet, but basically you would just select, you know, whatever you want, and then, you know, it's the same thing as the weapon cores. You would roll them. This is a lot of max HP. It can roll up to 37.5%, so that is pretty good. We're gonna have a lot more survivability. Of course, if you wanted like max shield, you could do that too. I don't really think anybody's going to be going for these other three. Most likely it's going to be max HP and max shield. And then here you have a defense one, and you can hit up to 7,500 defense. And then again, I think most people are going to be going for the defense over, you know, unless you're just making an entire build around like a boss fight, then you might go for the like resistances, right? But regardless, you can do these 4 times. So total, if you hit the 37.5%, obviously you're going to be getting a shit ton of HP, right? So this is definitely good on Descendants like Serena and stuff like that, though they did cap her max HP bonus, so, you know, even if you go above her cap, it's not really going to be doing more damage, right? But I'm pretty sure I remember reading that they capped it. But overall, yeah, I mean, it's a good quality of life update. I kind of, you know, I kind of wish we had a little bit more to do besides just go do 400% dungeons in Sigma Sector again. Will I be playing still? Yeah, I mean, of course, you know, I'll be doing my dailies, and also, like, you know, I sometimes, if I'm bored, I'll log in and just run some 400% dungeons. Like, for example, right now I'm like catalysting my Serena to do boss fights. Probably Ice Maiden, so that's what I've been working on. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be pretty slow until season 3. This is pretty much what we're gonna be getting. But as far as, do I think I mean, dude, the quality of life updates in this game are always really good, right? But as far as like, is this patch like game changing? Not really. But it is still a cool patch, and it's still cool that we got some quality of life updates. I'll be messing around with the external core system a little bit. I think it is cool because if you take like, let's see, don't mind these. These are just like I threw on randomly just to level my stuff. But for like example, right, if you have like the Slayer set and the Slayer set is just shit stats on it, right? You can now just put all like HP in them. Give you a little bit more survivability and things like that. Like, so, you know, yeah, I think I don't know, I personally like it. I think the core system is pretty cool. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see kind of how it turns out. I mean, I definitely would like to be able to use the Slayer set and have more than like 7k HP, right? So yeah, it's a W in my mind. But yeah, other than that, I mean, as I said, this patch is just quality of life, a couple new systems and stuff like that. So I definitely think it is worth to, at the very least, if you're just tired of 400% dungeons and Sigma sectors, definitely at least just log into the game because they're giving out so many goodies right now. They also, as I was saying earlier, they issued a apology for the content cycle, so that's going to be right here. You're gonna get a catalyst and then like 5 free paints, and we're offering compensation for the inconvenience caused by content period adjustments due to the season 3 update. So yeah, they're basically like, hey guys, like, we know there's not a lot of content right now, you know we had to delay the content, so here is a apology. But overall, guys, like, you know, even if you're not really feeling TFD right now, get your login bonuses, because if you like TFD at all and you want to play in season 3, this is just like a massive amount of goodies, and it's going to take you 30 seconds to grab them. It's not like you have to actually do anything. That being said, you know, the new core system did make me want to log into the game and play. So, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, we're just kind of in a dry spell right now. Like, I know a lot of people have been saying, like, there's not shit to do, and I totally agree with that. Not everybody is gonna want to max every character on their arcade tuning board when they've already cleared all the content. I totally understand that. But obviously, if you're still watching TFD videos, you do, you know, you like the game as like a whole. You do want to see it succeed, most likely. So we just got to be patient and wait for season 3 and hope to God that it's just like actually good. But overall, yeah, man, I like the core system. I think it's cool. I know some people said they didn't enjoy it because they're just like, dude, we're already so strong. Like, but in my opinion, I mean, I think that the more ways we can like customize our player power, the better. Like, sure, we might already be like OP, and this might be making us more OP, but again, I don't want to be running around with, you know, 6,000, 7,000 HP with a Slayer set. I'm glad. I mean, it just makes sense. If we can put cores in weapons, it makes sense that you can put them in external components, right? Anyways, guys, I just wanted to update you on the new patch, give you the rundown of all the, like, you know, little goodies they added, as well as the new systems. Let me know if you're going to be playing this patch. I'll probably play a little bit, you know, mess around with the new cores and stuff like that. Nothing game breaking here, but I think it, you know, it was a nice little quality of life update. So it is what it is, right? Kind of cool. We got a challenge mode if you're into that. And for the people who have just been desperately wanting something new to grind, while you're still having to grind Sigma Sector and 400% dungeons, you do have technically something new to grind, right? So it is something. It might not be like huge content or anything, but it is something if you just like want to play TFT, right? So I don't know, W update IMO. I mean, I think it's a W update. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me, guys. I just wanted to, as I said, let you guys know what's going on. I'm Samix Plays. I'll see you on Albion. Hold steady until season 3. Let's cross our fingers that it's a banger. Y'all take care. If I helped you out, please like and subscribe to the video. Y'all have a good one. Appreciate you watching. Peace.